I gotta say, shout outs to Turk, man. Yo, Turk is a real one for real. It's crazy because you would think this group is solid, but they not solid, though. Turk been keeping it a buck. So, Turk was on Drink Champs, and he said some things about Juvie, which, I didn't think it was a diss. He just says, it was kind of crazy how he acted. He wanted Juvie on the track, it's still on fire. That track is hot, mind you. I listened to his album. His album is hot. You know what I mean? He's not very good lyrically, but his album is still fire. Straight up. So, mind you, Juvie said, you know what I mean, he had a problem with the word still, whatever. You know what I mean? So Juvie go make a podcast and he put still 400. So Turk was like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Thought you wasn't rocking with it. And he just was saying, they talk about controversial stuff, just like he talk about it. You know what I mean? Everybody's allowed to speak their opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. Turk was, keeping it 100. Didn't bash him or nothing. And Juvie came with this text right here that just made me feel like, damn, dog. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas really didn't fuck with Turk. You was just keeping it 100 for the fans and for the, people asking questions, because you should have never came out with this message right here, dog. Like, you didn't want to get on it. Everything he's saying was right. And then now, you just came with this message? So if you came with this message right here, you been knew he was like that. You just didn't want to confront him and say it to his face. You know what I mean? You was just all smiles and giggles. I try to get him on and this, and this. But this how you really feel about him. Otherwise, you would have never texted us. Because he ain't come at you or nothing. And I thought that was fucked up what Juvie did. Word, this message is crazy. Check it out. Read it. Let me know if I'm bugging. This message is crazy.